Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning La La Land. It's an absolute honor to welcome Vincent Genna to the show. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
World-renowned psychic, incredible man. You are wise one.
Will you be the president of my fan club?
I already am.
Fabulous. Are you? You see, I knew that.
Steve Allen and I are your,
One of the things that I respect so much about you is your method. And you said on the website it's to receive, release, and to restore. Can you enlighten us a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. And it was so fabulous because you were talking earlier about that we are all entitled to have wealth and finance and success in that, but we block ourselves. We block ourselves at everything. We are unlimited beings, but because of our stories from the past, we've actually created defense mechanisms to stop us from actually achieving all that we can and that we want. We sabotage ourselves. So with the work I do as a psychic medium and a psychotherapist, I went back to school to get that degree so I learned more about the human mind so I can dive real deep in there.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something, the human mind is pretty messed up.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I help people unblock and release their passion, their purpose, their dreams, and their self-belief. That's the most important thing. That's what I use that all for. So yes.
That is truly like a very specific key, though, into who you are, into the light you share with people, because so many psychics and mediums can just give a forecast, if you will, or a message from beyond.
Right.
But still that person will not be able to receive it because they'll block it.
Right. I feel very blessed, and I come from a very tormented past myself. I had 17 of my first years of my life. I was completely bullied. I was chased every day, beat up every day, shoved in lockers, head flushed in toilets. And then when I got home, because mom had some mental pathologies, I was abused at home as well, sexually molested by a babysitter and all things like that. So I know what it feels like to have your self-esteem, your self-belief, your self-love just torn away. So I know that that's what affected. Whether your story is as intense or even more intense, which is incredible, or less intense, it all comes from what you weren't nurtured into believing about yourself. So I'm coming from a place of experience in order to be able to help people unblock. And I think that that's why I'm so effective, because they know I'm not BSing them. They know that I just didn't read a book and now I'm telling them what they need to do. I feel their pain and torment, and then I see the solutions.
And you lived it.
Right.
And I lived
and
it.
I love,
and I lived
before
it.
the show, we were talking about how you had that analogy of, whatever's going on outside is really the reflection of what's going inside. And if something is either, you're being tormented by something external or you're going to sabotage, it's one or the other, overcoming those beliefs.
Absolutely.
So tell us a little
Everything.
more
We're
about that.
manifestors. You know that. You teach that yourself.
Master manifestors.
Absolutely. Masters at it. And we're either manifesting what we want or we're manifesting what we don't want. But we are manifesting 24/7. You even manifest while you sleep, which is one of the reasons why you want to have a positive attitude before you go to sleep and not worries about the next day, because you're going to create the next day before you even get to sleep and during your sleep. So everything you see in your outer world is a complete reflection. Everything that's going on in the world today is actually the torment. When you see people lashing out at each other, we do that to ourselves every single day. We look in the mirror and go, oh my God, I got more wrinkles today. Holy cow. And yeah, my butt does look fat. And so that's what we do, and that's honest. And so if we're doing that on the outside, why wouldn't that appear on the inside? Why wouldn't that appear on the outside then in our world? And so it happens accumulatively, because it's like the water cooler effect, which means if you're starting to feel negative and I'm standing with you and I'm talking, I'm going, yeah, you know what? I really felt bad this morning too, and I felt bad about that employee that I'm working with. Then everybody starts feeding off of that.
So
Chain of
true,
pain.
right?
Absolutely. It starts and ends with us individually. It really is all about, it's about me. This entire show is about me.
Well, that's
As long as I'm here, it's got to be about me. Who is it about? Who is it about? What your experience is about. And sharing and everything, it's about you beginning and ending and what you believe and feel about yourself. And so I use my psychic abilities my mediumship abilities to be able to go there.
So let's go there, because
Let's go there.
We
Let's
like
go.
the
We're
truth,
going
and
there.
thank you so much for those truth bombs right there. Like, we needed that. I needed that so bad this morning. But we want to get into the psychic media. Like, we want our readings. Let's just get it straight. It's all about me. It's not about you. It's about me.
That's right. It's about you. It is about you. So in other words, you want me to give you readings.
Do.
Are you Are you really ready? Are you ready what I have to
She's
say
for
about
sure
you?
ready. I'm pretty sure.
I
I'm
know
ready.
you're ready.
I'm
Okay,
ready.
yeah, you were ready. Do you
not
want to
gonna-
take a drink or something?
I'm not going to lie. Before the show, I asked the universe, I said a little prayer. I said, if there's a message that we each need to receive today, please speak it
Good
through you.
for you.
Go
And
Jets.
you know what? I consider myself very honored and again blessed that the universe uses me to do that. Okay, so one of it's really feeling, the feelings that I get. First for you, I'm getting love. We're going to come back to that. Love, intense love, intimate love, and getting that really together.
Okay.
For you, it's going to be travel, and it's about education, teaching, and reaching the world and thinking bigger. You got to get yourself out of the goldfish bowl and put yourself into the sea. And about you, and I've had a theme about writing again, but something bigger, and that's reaching even more people. So I'm going to come back to that. So who wants to go first? Yeah, good. I know you want to. So absolutely, love is absolutely necessary to really form it, clear it, clean it up, and know where you're going in relationship to romance. In 2019 for you, it really is all about that. It's like you've taken care of so many other things in your life and you've come such a long way. In spite of some of the things that you went through when you were younger, you're a very strong soul. You're also an old soul, okay?
Really?
So, yes, because there's a wisdom in you, and you know that. You know you're special. You absolutely feel it in your heart that you've been different even than your family members. But the one thing that hasn't been, if there's anything that has a slight kink in it at all, is your intimacy and love life. It's like that really has to clear up. So right now, are you involved with anybody in particular?
Yes.
Okay.
On and off again for years.
That's completely wrong, and the reason why I need to bring it up. If it's on and off for years, your self-love keeps going on and off. It's like some days you'll feel that I'm good, I'm a good person, I deserve love. But here's one thing that you've never ever felt about yourself, and you so much are. You never thought you were a princess who deserved the knight in shining armor. And that's where you have to now convince yourself and let yourself realize you deserve a knight in shining armor. You deserve everything about love that you want, including the commitment and the consistency. So on and off never gets you to experience yourself fully in that area. The deeper we go in love, the deeper we find out about ourselves, the more we find out about ourselves. And that's our whole purpose here. So it's like you're accomplishing everything else. That's your greatest accomplishment for 2019. That has to clear up. I see that. I see it clearing up. I see it getting better. How long have you been with the person that you've been with now?
On and off for 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
Okay, on and off. Okay, so we've got to get it on, and we've got to get a commitment to go into a permanent direction. The M word is absolutely coming up in your life. That's supposed to be there. Totally, but committed, really committed emotionally and deeply. So heal. And the way you do that is by healing yourself. When I do couple therapy, it's never about how to teach you to talk to the other person. It's about how to teach you to heal yourself. But working with that other person doing that, and together it takes care of the ills of the couple. So take
That's
that.
good.
2019.
I'm gonna take that.
Love, 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 love.
Okay.
Okay. Bigger,
Thank
bigger,
you.
bigger, bigger, bigger is what you have to think about yourself. You're going to be traveling. You need to travel. You need to get an educational piece out into the world. So I don't know if you work with groups now. I heard that you work like one-on-one and stuff, but think of that as expanding. If you can talk to 100 people or 200 or 1,000 people at one time with what you have to say in a program, that's exactly the direction that you need to be going in. So was there planning on any type of travel or taking your education elsewhere?
Yes.
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 You thinking about that?
Yes.
You're not just saying that
No,
to
not
make
just
me
saying
look
that.
good?
No. In fact, actually, talking about that. Yeah.
Okay. Now, but here's the thing that I will tell you right now, Rob. You think it with your mind. You don't always believe it in your heart. It's almost like you have to convince yourself that you're good enough. Get way beyond that, because, man, you are. There is a phenomenon that happens with a goldfish that you need to think of. If you keep a goldfish in the little bowl that it comes in, you know, where you get it at throwing a ping pong ball in it at a bazaar or something like that, right? And then a month or a week later, you throw it down the toilet bowl because it's died. Well, the phenomenon with the goldfish is goldfish stays the size of the environment it's kept in. When you pour it into a pond or a lake, it will grow to the giant koi that you see in those ponds, and beautiful. That is an example for us to know that you will grow to the size of the dream you create for yourself. You have the capacity. You have great dreams. I'm telling you, you need to expand them. You're an attractive male, and you know that, okay? And that's a good thing. But this attractiveness and package is not for you. Because you don't stand in front of a mirror like I do every single day. It's just like, oh, wait, did I fill in the makeup over here? Okay. But this is for the world to see. You have a trusting look and you draw people to you. And you have to want to speak even more and reach even more people, and that's going to keep expanding. So think of 2019 as expanding your career and getting out there. Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
Or am I full of,
no,
you know?
no, you're not.
Okay.
Absolutely makes sense. yes.
Is that what you
I fully
want for
receive that,
yourself?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, well then get there and know what I'm being told to tell you is you already have it. You already have it. So speaking about words, okay, Archangel Michael says that you're nonstop talking. He's telling me, but you need to keep talking because your words are perfect for the world to hear, okay? So, now, understand something. I don't know anything about you guys at all. I didn't even know the show existed. I'm sorry, I'm in Raleigh. I'm
It's
in a
okay.
small little southern town and
No
secluded
offense.
from the rest of the world. I have absolutely no idea my business. So I don't know anything about you. Do you already have a book done?
I do.
You do? Okay. Are you in the process of writing another one right now or the thoughts of writing another one? Because that's
I
the
have
important
20
thing.
more in me. But no, I'm launching another Soul Society, a community around spirituality.
So you're a community, but not necessarily the book yet.
Nope, I could write 20 of them for that. Though.
Okay.
I thought
Well,
about that
ready.
yesterday, though.
The
Like, maybe-
very next one, I'm being told to you, the timing is perfect. What's going to be coming out of you needs to be written to be able to get worldwide at this point. So the organization, the group that you're starting is going to reach a lot of people, but for some reason it needs to be in book form. It's going to be translated into several different languages, just so that you know. It's going to be a higher book than and reach more than your last books. And now is the timing of it. I just had another gentleman just not too long ago. I was telling him the same thing. There's a lot of potential authors in the world, but they always hold themselves back. You don't. Talk, 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 speak, speak, speak. Every single word you say is valuable, important, and needs to get out there. So 2019, you're going to get that. It's not going to be published in 2019. It's going to be completed in 2019 and published at the very beginning.
Yeah, don't tell me that I want to write another book.
Oh, yes.
I don't want to write another book.
Okay, now understand
I already know.
something.
Yesterday I was thinking, oh man, there has to be a book for this because it's a whole movement that takes the idea.
Okay, so understand that I will only see and say not just what you know, but what you need to hear. So you needed to hear that. You need to hear about the book. You need to hear about your love life to put the focus on it, to get it all healed and get it going. How's that? Okay.
Ah,
Amazing.
Erin,
Vince, thank
pay
you.
him.
Yeah, and put, you write the check
Thank you so
for that
much.
investment.
Okay.
So appreciate
Tell
you.
everyone.
No, I appreciate being here. This is what I do for people and all over the world. That's what I do. I even talk with animals to help people. I do whatever I need to, and I perfected as much as I could my abilities to use all the tools. Like a carpenter, you can't build a house with just a saw and a hammer, and the more tools he has, the better the house is going to turn out. Well, that's what I tried to do with myself and my abilities to be able to do that. for
So
everybody.
what's next for you, Vincent?
Oh, well, we're doing a lot of media, but actually right now we're working on me having my own television show, and Steve Allen Media is so much of a
Steve
part of
Allen,
that.
love you.
Because I really need to reach a lot of people. I have already engagements all over the United States signed up for 2019 to get me out there. And getting at this, because if you look at the world today and you look at even just the United States, we need a bunch of healing. Right? And so all of this is coming to the forefront even more so. And you know in the work that you do alone, right? Yourself, as people are thirsty for it, thriving for it, which is why it's become so popular. And they don't consciously know that they need a psychic medium. But psychology today is not enough to heal because that's just the
Absolutely.
mind. We're mind, body, and spirit. And when I give a session to somebody, it's usually like equivalent to 12 years of therapy because I do what therapists don't do. I give them the answer. I give them the problems that they've been having, but that is okay. You don't need to find your problem yourself. It's all very similar. You need to be able to accept it, apply it, and then do the work towards it. So why take 12 years to find out what's wrong with you when we can do it
Yep.
right away, right?
Agreed.
They look at humans as being like onions and layers that you peel back, that you have to keep getting to the core. I think of us more as artichokes.
Okay.
Yeah, you peel back a couple of the leaves and the
There.
layers, and then you can just get rid of the layers and go right to the heart, right? You can
Right.
buy just the hearts, artichoke hearts.
Right, with a little mayonnaise, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
it. That's fabulous. So let's get to the heart of things right away, and that's where I use my skills to get to the heart of your hurt, your sabotaging, your unconscious thoughts. Because you know so much is going on in the unconscious mind, right? But what's amazing is we all have this ability. I teach classes in opening up your psychic awareness and your mediumship skills. Spirits are around us all the time. We are not doing this alone. The law of abundance is also a law of communication and relationship. And so right here before you are, whether they be your deceased loved ones, whether they be guides, whatever you want to call them on the other side, they're with us all the time and we're never alone. So I can help you open that up within you. We just can't do it. And I'm thrilled over the fact that I can reach a person and empower them. I think that's one of my greatest gifts is I help you and make you believe in yourself. I see your gifts that you don't see and then help you realize and become empowered so you don't have to depend on me. That you
One
can
of the
depend
greatest
on.
gifts.
right?
That is one of the highest gifts.
Well, that, you know, and that's what I believe. You're absolutely right. See, you're so intuitive. You're so... You want to switch
You
places?
can give me the check that Aaron's going to give you. You can give it to me.
Yeah, reading. Oh my God.
share.
Man, you are great. I'll do business with you.
Oh, tell everyone where they can find and follow you.
All you have to do is go to my website, which is vincentgenna.com, and that's with a Genna, not J. A lot of people want to go there. And you can sign up. You'll get an occasional newsletter, not inundated with newsletters, and you can communicate with me. You can sign up for a session with me. You can see where I'm going at that point. I do a lot of Facebook Live events. I'm going to be hosting a radio show soon on Unity Radio. All of that ways of communicating with me. I will work one-on-one with you. If you have a question or a problem, contact me. You know?
I love it.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Vincent.
Oh, thank you guys. You guys, your energy is incredible. Man, I feel high right now.
Well, we need to keep him around. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more Good Morning Wildland.